What? You're just eating a cookie?
Yep. This is how
I'll do the intro. That's fine. I don't care. All right. Hey, everyone, and welcome to the Magically Dyed Yarns YouTube channel. My name is Sam.
And I'm Steph.
And we have a special episode today where we are going to be reacting. That's the right word. Reacting to the 2024 Stephen West Mkal kits.
Yes.
So we are going to be watching his video where he's going to show us all of the beautiful yarn that he is going to have available as kits. And next week, I think we will be previewing, showing the kits that we put together for this Mkal.
Yes.
And please ignore the beautiful artwork that my children left me.
And I'm also eating a stale cookie because I'm hungry.
It's very still. All right, so I'm going to start the video.
Let's get into the
All right.
with some Go Go Dynamo kits.
I like the sweater.
I do too. I love that color. It's like a lavender-y color. I love
We
it.
just did a lavender a little bit ago. I think you used it for something.
Yeah, I made my t-shirt out of it, but we never put it in the shop. We should probably start putting things in the shop. These are really pretty, but there's only two colors.
These kits are so exciting because there's so many colors to choose from. But where do you start? What colors are you going to knit with for your Go Go Dynamo shawl? Well, I'll give you a little
Do I just find a pair of needles and attempt to make another one?
I mean, I'm always going to say yes to that question.
It's Dynamo, which means it's going to be an explosive, dynamic, really fun.
I'm a little bit more comfortable knitting this year.
With two colors.
Sorry.
So I designed this year's shawl to be a really crisp.
I'm just trying to hear like what
So there's a lot of
his
little color interactions.
Oh, you haven't
inspiration
watched
was.
this?
I haven't watched it. No, I did not watch it.
Like a really dark and a really.
Ooh, so we could have a fun and then a
Oh, I like that.
line.
I do too.
But if you go with something a little more subtle, where the two colors are a little closer together, you're going to get a little bit more of a shadowy effect. But it's the type of design
Dude, I'm so I can never like
speckles and
I don't know what to expect. Anytime I knit one of his shawls, like the mystery shawls, I've done 3. This will be my 4th one.
Go Go Dynamo, and you're gonna
And like with not having like the color explosions like I've had in the past, where like it's been like 4 or 5 colors.
I like this a lot more. It may be something I would
Punk Rock
wear.
Unicorn and
Punk Rock Unicorn.
New custom colors that are a mystery.
Was that a dyer? I wasn't paying attention.
So let's start with
I should have watched this before.
This is the base you're going to find from Walk Collection. This is called the
Okay,
Clementine
so this
Dolly
is
Kit.
his
So this is
collection, the
one of
West.
that you're gonna see as an option with the orange.
I'm not
and
an orange
pink. I really
person.
like
I'm not an
them.
orange person either. Well, you can't wear orange because it clashes with your hair,
So
and
this is
I
one of the kits
just,
you're gonna see.
And watch this
I don't know,
video.
oranges and yellows, I don't feel like they look that great on me.
Mystery. So if you really like neutral colors.
Ooh, I like that one though, the middle with the grays and the pinks.
Then the
It's
Walk
I like
just too
that.
toned
will be
down.
filled with neutral types of colors. Kind of the opposite of this.
Yes.
So if you really like
That's
these
so bright.
beige, really subdued, shadowy types of colors,
Okay.
then get that Walk Collection Mystery Kit, and there'll be brand new colors to surprise your needles as you knit along. And Punk Rock Unicorn.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a dyer, Punk Rock Unicorn.
Soul fingering
I knew
is
that.
a really
That's a
squishy,
really pretty
bouncy,
purple.
and round
I was
yarn.
telling you we
So
needed
it's
to do
very
more
velvety
purple.
soft.
You were.
And this is one
We'll
of
have to
the
experiment with
called
some things.
Clematis
I also
contrast.
really like that,
So this is one of the regular
the one that's
kits
with
that
it.
you can get. We have lots of purples from Punk Rock
where it's like that
Unicorn.
grayish pinky color. It's almost like the one that I was just saying, like that
Yeah.
middle column with the
Oh, yeah,
grays.
Unicorn is a
That
neon
matches that
mystery.
like perfectly.
So here's some
I liked this
inspiration
one,
from
like because I saw the inspiration photos.
And
Yes.
imagine
I liked that.
like bright neon colors,
Lights.
but at like a laser show. So
Okay.
there's going to be some darkness to this palette to really
Interesting.
make the neon colors pop. So it'll be a surprise.
Sorry if you can hear our kids in the background. They're watching TV.
Colors in a neon, but at a laser show.
Neon
It's
at a
really
laser
cool,
show.
Really bold. You really need to be adventurous and love those neon splashy colors for this Prue kit from Punk Rock Unicorn. So that'll be a neon mystery.
See, I don't know
surprise
if
colors on your
that's
doorstep.
me though.
And our last
I'm much
palette
more
will be
like
from Life
darker,
in the Long
subdued
Grass as a mystery
colors.
palette. This is their single.
Like this is
one
my
of our,
jam right
original
here.
Kits that will have
That is so
nice.
pretty.
seed heads.
I don't wear a lot
bronze
of-
seed
I mean, I
heads
wear
for
brown, but
full color
I don't wear browns. I wear black all the time. So, but like that's the thing though. Like since I wear so many blacks and grays, I kind of need some color.
But if you're getting
Like
a
parrot.
shawl, then you need color and not browns. And
Yes, that's true. But that was really pretty.
you do some fun yellows and browns with that.
Or greens.
You're gonna
Do
get a
greens
really
and like
fun,
reds.
vibrant
Well, not reds.
color
But like a
combo
brownish red.
that kind of represents the changing of the leaves. From the cool summer tones that they used to be.
I like a red and an
into
orange.
the
I just don't wanna think
fiery
about it not being
rustic
summer, though.
warm Maybe
I love
inferno
fall,
types
so
of
I am ready for
colors that
fall.
the leaves transform into. So we have autumn mystery to choose from, a neon mystery, or a
Okay,
neutral
so
mystery.
they're doing these
for your
mystery
color
palettes that may be,
Now
and
let's
then
get
like
into
That
a lot of
sounds
the
fun, though.
dyes and different color stories and how to customize your kits. All of these palettes I'm going to show you launch on August 31st at Stephen and Penelope at 4 p.m. Amsterdam time.
2 days?
So we'll have
Yeah,
all
and,
of these kits
yeah,
available
2 days.
for you.
Saturday.
And I put a little document that has photos and the prices of all the kits.
I like that one.
before
That
the
one's really
kits
pretty
launch
too.
on
That's like a
August
tutti frutti
31st,
color
you can
and the
click on that
lavender.
link down
That's pretty.
below
That
to
is
see the
really
whole
pretty.
preview document of all the kits. So you can pick your first favorite, second favorite, third favorite. Let's get into it. Let's find our favorite kits.
Okay.
This is one of the dyers we're featuring this
Did you
year
really like
from
this
Italy. This is Dark Omen Yarns. And I
Okay.
chose all the palettes from Dark Omen to be a solid with a speckle. So
Okay.
this is
I
one
love a
color
speckle.
relationship
I think
you
that
can
would-
use
Speckles
for
are
the
just fun to
Go Go
dye
Dynamo
anyways.
shawl.
Yeah, they are.
Get a splashy speckle for your contrast color.
I need to work on it though. Like I never know like what speckles to put on what. I need to
Holly Encanto.
just start going.
Holly Encanto. Really fun speckles.
Okay.
Paired with the semi.
Ooh, I like that blue and brown.
Yes, I don't wear brown though.
Gorgeous.
200
I know.
grams.
But that
And
is
it's
so
so
But
pretty.
this year, we're going to do a mohair dare like we've done in previous
No,
years.
I hate mohair.
But this year's a little different because
know.
in the pattern, I'm going to specify exactly where I recommend to do a mohair dare. This is totally optional.
I think
You
I'm
don't
gonna
have to
dye
add
up
anything else
mohairs to go with the
besides
kids. I think we
colors.
planned on 3 kits that we're gonna
If you wanna get
have
into that
available, and then
extra
I'll dye up
adventurous
a
Mkal
mohair
spirit,
optional
you can
to go
just
with that
get
as well.
one 25-gram
I don't know what I'm doing yet because I was expecting more colors, so I had like a fun idea, but with only 2 colors, I don't know.
It could be a
2 colors is way less stressful for dyeing, though.
Yeah, it is.
Evening color. If you have a purple going on,
But
you can get a similar purple for your
Okay.
mohair dare. Or maybe I can go really subtle with this.
Okay.
Maybe just a peachy. And this could be
That looks really pretty
together
together.
with your
it does.
contrast
It would just
color
give it like a
at
nice
the moments I
halo
specify
and like
throughout the
Yeah.
kind of
video
mute down the colors, the speckles in there.
instead of one of the colors. So you can, it's really up to you how you want to incorporate it. But I'm going to give you really detailed guidance on what I do for my shawl.
Okay, so
if
he
you
like
wanna
he
have
knows
that mohair
where he
dare,
wants this mohair to be.
Example
Well,
during
he said he's gonna tell you where to put
then you
it.
could
Yeah.
hold the mohair together in some sections, or instead of the contrast color, you could do a mohair instead. So you can really spice up your shawl with just one
Oh,
25-gram ball. It can go a really long way to add
Okay,
that
so
mohair
one
fluff
skein of mohair.
to your palette. So again, totally optional, but I'm going to do it. I'm working with this Walk collection kit, the Clementine Dawn
Oh, that's what
kit,
he's doing.
and I'm going to add this lavender unicorn
That's
color.
really pretty.
And I've already been
those
knitting
are-
with it. Oh, I just love it. It just really adds a soft pastel flourish to the fabric. So I can't wait to keep on going with my mohair dare in my Mkal. One of the other favorite kits
I like this
from
one a
Dark
lot,
Omen
This one's my favorite that I've
is called
seen, like, just a-
Secret Hunter.
I feel like I would wear
And I just
this.
love the moody gray green of this semi-solid.
That is so
It's
pretty.
very like oil slicked, shadowy hunter green. And I paired it with this speckle that has lime and blue.
That's really
So
pretty.
again,
That is
this is
really
all you need to knit the Go Go Dynamo shawl. But if I was doing a mohair dare,
Oh,
I
okay.
would put pickle
Interesting.
juice with this.
Pickle
Pickle
juice.
This could be really cool
Yeah, I
held
could-
together
yeah.
with the contrast color, or even just on its own for some little stripes throughout the knit along. This could be really fun to coordinate with those
So
two.
stripes. He said
And
stripes.
you could do the Norway as well.
I think I like the pickle juice
kind of
better.
shadowy mohair dare.
It adds a little something. It brightens it a lot.
Yeah.
Where you get to really inject your
Especially
personality.
the guy.
into
I got a
the palette
message. Sorry, I'm
with
reading.
that little
Okay.
mohair dare option. Go more blendy, or just go totally super poppy with some.
That's pretty too. I still think pickle juice is my favorite
mohair.
mohair.
Yeah,
Mohair for
that
that.
was my favorite.
Yarn is going to be a really crisp stitch definition for you, and if you haven't knitted with this yarn, it has really generous yardage and a really soft drapey feeling.
I want to know what the yardage is now.
Let's move on.
I don't know if he
I'll show
said
you the
it.
Walk collection
I didn't
palette that I'm
hear
knitting
it.
with. This
I
is
need to
one of
look
the
it up.
other Walk collection.
Nope.
Most of the
No,
Walk
that's
collection
not my
kits you'll
favorite.
see
That's
are
too
really
bright.
More of a high contrast, focusing on.
I do like the high
solid
contrast. I
colors.
think it's the shade of the dark green that I don't like with that
Yeah.
like more
More the solid
lime,
tones. So you're
bright
gonna get
lime
that
green.
Yeah, I could see it with some
crisp,
like.
stripy effect. So if we're comparing it to a previous Mkal shawl, you would get a similar vibe to the Starflake.
I have
in
not
terms of the
knit with this
contrast.
one. I didn't knit this
It's a
one.
really different design this year, but just in terms of how the colors are interacting, sometimes they're close, sometimes they're further away. And you see both colors quite
I don't know. I mean, let us know what you guys think. Do you guys like the more? I don't even know how to describe that green. It's not foresty green. It's
a light and a dark.
I don't know. I don't know color names.
It's like on the tip of my tongue, but it's not coming to me. But I don't like the contrast between those two colors because I don't know.
Okay, let's just be honest here. You have a little kid. It probably makes you think of poop.
Yeah, I kind of was thinking of poop. Jana.
It's a little bit more plump.
Totally because of where we are in life.
If you really like that more voluptuous feeling in your shawl knitting fabric, then this is going to be extra kind of cloudy and plump. And not as.
But like, I'm really interested. I want to know how these colors are going to play together. But that's like the whole fun of knitting this shawl.
Once we've got the Walk Collection kits with the solids, you're going to find some other really splashy speckles. And I have a really sweet spot in my heart for this yarn.
Oh, I love that one.
Near my hometown in Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is Ross in Owasso, Oklahoma.
There's a lot of those color pairings in that particular grouping that I think I like a lot. Yeah. But it's all the blues and greens and purples that I actually I like in general.
Yeah.
Passionate speckle.
I want that gray one.
That he gets with his colors.
That one is really
This one's
fun.
called Aubergine Fool, and it's a really dark purple.
That's how I said it. So I always say aubergine.
So you're going to get a really
Is it aubergine?
Contrast. This is a really excellent way to showcase
It's eggplant.
Speckled or variegated yarns by mixing one of those.
I feel like our eggplant dye that we have is more of a purple, than where like this one is more of like our Cabernet.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Cabernet.
And if you're doing a Mohair Dare.
But I love how those are paired together, like because you got like the speckles in there.
There is a food and wine we did a few years ago. It's like the green one. Yeah, and I'm thinking maybe pulling from some of those color palettes then.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm gonna play off of that.
Oh, yeah, that one was really pretty. So that was what was in that one? No, I know it's sage, and then there was the chocolate brown, and then I think I did the Cabernet. Yeah, that is fun. I kind of like that part of that.
Flavor, a little spice to your Mkal.
That's kind of like fall-y themed. Oh,
I like the blue.
Really
the pink. No, I don't like the pink as much. I like the blue. I think it looks nice with that purple.
Accentuate that blended beauty.
Oh my goodness! Like there's.
I
know how I'm going to want it to look in my head, and I don't know if I can translate it onto the yarn the way that I want it to be, but I will try. I'm just getting ideas, I'm getting inspiration. Ours are not going to look like this.
No,
they're just, they're going to be inspired. Just because we need like the contrast in colors.
It's nice to get like help and like, just like that way, like, oh, this is what he's thinking.
Yeah.
That one's fun.
That one is a lot of fun, the hot pink.
We love pink. You can't just go a little bit of pink. You got to go full blast of pink. And this
I don't wear a lot of pink, so that one, whereas it's fun to look at, I'm like excited to see if people use that one.
Yeah, like I want to see it knit up. I just feel like because of my skin tone, the pinks don't look that great on me, which I am learning.
I would use the solid as the main color and the busier yarn as the contrast color. It honestly doesn't really.
I think that's what I'm learning though. Like those light cool colors, like I love them. They're gorgeous, but they seem to like wash out my skin and like.
Yeah, they look gorgeous on my small children, but
with a Mohair Dare,
I feel like
I would just go more pink. More pink. You can never
that does just match.
Another shade of pink.
Okay, I like that one a little better. I think that adds a little bit.
And the first one is fuchsia.
I think I like the lighter pink. Yeah, they look the same.
It'd be. I mean, you could just add to that.
I was gonna say, we just have like that halo to it. It depends on what you want, I guess.
A few of the Twisted Ambitions kits will have a whole rainbow palette from them, and then Punk Rock Unicorn. I showed you earlier that beautiful.
I do love this one.
We're gonna have a lot of purple and really
lots of purple.
From Punk Rock Unicorn.
That's interesting. There's some of them I feel like the contrasts are just very.
And you'll also find a bit of speckles from Punk Rock Unicorn in the kit selection.
Like I guess my confusion is like we have some that are like I feel like the colors are like super close to each other, and some that are actual contrast.
Well, he was saying that if you did the colors that are closer to each other, it's going to look more like a shadow.
Okay.
And like the contrast it's going to be contrast.
How bouncy and round it is. It's really going to make any textures that might appear in Go Go Dynamo pop out and stand out.
I think I'm gonna have to do it. I wasn't going to because I didn't finish last year's, but I might as well just keep continuing.
You know what? Someone also posted that they didn't finish last year. So I'm like, should I do it? And everyone's like, yes. Do it.
I just wanna
beautiful yak silk blend, so you'll find more of the eventide base in solid heathered tones for the Undercover Otter kits. This is one of the more juicy, deeper palettes, and you'll find some blues and some more pinks.
Yeah, these are much closer together. So these are
so it's gonna be like more shadowy effects.
Slumber, And if you haven't knitted with the Eventide base, it's really soft and really smooth.
I love that
because
gray,
of the
the
silk.
dark purple gravy color.
It has a really
It's so
shiny
pretty.
silk strand of fiber throughout.
Oh, I
all
like
of the
that a lot
yarn.
too. That like
So
that
it really
sagey, like the
glows
darker sagey color with the gray.
Yeah.
See, this is more like my style color palette. Just
I want to go somewhere with, because mine from last year is like lots of blues.
Yeah.
And greens.
Mine was
Let's go
pinks.
through some of our other hand dyed. Those of you that love the singles yarns, we've got Life in the Long Grass coming back again for this Mkal season.
Those are,
And
that's
I think
fun.
that's like
we'll
the
do
contrast
more
colors for
purple kits
your
this
sweaters
year
that you made the
because
kit, or
I
for
just
Nora.
love
Yeah, where I did the
the
purple and the
hand-dyed
pink for
varieties
her,
we're getting from these shades.
what was the name of it? Her Bean and Olive.
Yeah.
From,
So it makes, that's it, immediately what I thought of when I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, Nora.
Yeah, Nora would
This
love
one is
that.
called Lush Violets.
But she's all about the purples and the pinks.
I like them. I think they're pretty. I don't
Yeah.
like.
That's not like these color palettes. Like they're just so different.
I'll keep black and gray because that's all I ever wear.
Also, I was saying like I can't do black and gray because that's all I wear.
Maybe even add
Ooh,
orange
that's
to it.
fun.
See, I think that would be a fun
Just
Mohair dare.
Or that's the Beatrix colorway in Glow Hair, or the Royal colorway.
See, I feel like that would give it more of like that, just that halo.
Yeah.
Very subtle.
It's held together with
You're
that
doing
color.
Mohair. Really like. I like it.
So
Like,
go really
ooh, that is
saturated.
I got Mohair in here.
Accentuate your palette even further with that Mohair dare.
So like last year when I paired that bright pink that we had for Mohair with the I think I paired it with the orangey one.
Okay. I like
And
this
I'll
one.
pull it out at our next episode, and I'll show you guys all my my Westmints
Life in the Long Grass
that I've done.
variegated yarns.
Didn't
that
bring
make
my
it work
hat then
for
once.
this crispy
We
contrast.
can see how far you are.
And the solution was to pair.
See, I love the
those.
color of that,
I
but
love
I
those
don't
so
think
much.
I would knit with those. Something for myself, but they are
Get something
beautiful.
very solid, really, really light, or really, really dark, and that's going to help you with that contrast. This one is called Podzolic Plums. Podzolic Plums. If you were doing a Mohair dare with this,
I like the
you
plum
could
color.
keep it all real dark and moody with the corduroy Glow Hair colorway. I would use the Dijon. This
Oh,
is my
yeah.
personal favorite
Okay.
Glow Hair color. I just
If
need
you're
to
pairing
start
that with a
this in the
solid,
future.
then yeah,
But there's a
I
little
like
bit
that
of
a
that
lot.
gold in the variegated yarn, so I would accentuate that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like you are
Contrast.
gonna.
If those are next to each other.
So he said the contrast. So it seems like the darker color is gonna be your contrast, and the lighter color is gonna be your main.
It has this kind of vintage
I mean, not that it really.
vibe to
Does it
it.
really
matter
matters.
as long as you have the money on?
I would put it with that Dijon Glow Hair option.
That's
But I
a,
think knowing what you're pairing the Mohair with, if you want to do the Mohair,
sure. Oh, that is
knowing where you
I
want.
made sure to put a
which
lot
one you
of
want to do.
warm, earthy, neutral kits, and there's some really cool gray.
See, I love these colors, but again, like I don't wear those.
You see,
colors.
I think of like what I have in my closet.
in that
feasibly.
pick list linked down below. Okay, let's move on to a couple more. Let's do one more hand-dyed brand we're featuring this year, and then some of our new West wool bases. So this
Ooh, I
is from
like
Bird
that.
Street Yarn. You'll find a lot of blues in the kit selection.
Okay.
This
Pretty.
is called Nautilus Quilt. And Bird Street Yarn, this is their BFL base.
Okay.
So it's really crispy, has a little bit of a lustrous quality
Do you know what
to the
BFL
yarn.
is?
So it's a
So it's blue,
little bit of a sheen,
blue face Lancaster. So it's more of a rougher, more
but
rustic.
not as
tone.
matte.
Oh,
At least that's what I've heard. I've also felt some BFL yarns that are
So it
super,
has
super
a really
soft.
nice
So
lustrous tone to it thanks to that blue face Leicester quality. And one thing I love about blue face Leicester is these shawls just last forever.
oh,
You're
okay.
not going to get much pilling. It's still soft.
it's a really nice face.
You'll get a shawl that
I
lasts
haven't
a really
knit much with
long
it, but
So this is from Bird Street Yarns, and you'll find
I do
a lot
love
of
those.
fun
I
stuff.
love
And
blues. I think it's
coordinates
because I have blue eyes, so like when I wear blue, it pulls it out.
All right,
So
let's round
I
out
do
with
like
some more
green,
solid kits.
blue.
You look really good in
This
greens.
season, we debuted our new tricycle yarn,
Oh,
and this is a superwash merino.
that looks so fun.
And
I
it's
like
a very
that.
round construction to the yarn. So it's a few plies spun around each other to get this very bouncy, lively twist to the yarn. And this is called the Enchanted Sea palette.
Ooh, that's
So all of the West
pretty.
Wool combos for the Go Go Dynamo will be these high contrast solid combinations. And you'll notice there's more skeins. So pay close attention when you're collecting yarn, either from your stash, at your local yarn shop, or if you're seeing some of these kits that have more skeins in them, that means that the grams are fewer.
I was gonna say, is that
So
50
rather
grams
than
maybe?
needing 2 of a color, these are 100 grams.
Yeah, okay.
These skeins
I would say those ones look 100
They look a
grams.
little smaller.
I've dealt with a lot of 100 grams this
So make
past
sure you
week.
got enough skeins for the yardage requirements. 200 grams of each color.
Okay.
Fingering weight yarn.
So 4 skeins.
And if you're putting a glow hair dare with this one, you could do a little matchy with that seamless
Oh, see,
color
but he's
in glow
saying
hair.
that it's gonna match, but
I might go with something a little different. This is the North Sea
That one's
colorway.
pretty. Seems like
And I like that. It's a little bit in between.
Yeah.
It gives you a little more flexibility to mix it maybe with the light color at some points. Or you could hold it with the darker color. In another
I just don't know where he's pairing it because I thought I knew and now I don't.
Also get a couple
We
shades
also
of
were
hair.
talking. I was talking over when he was
just
talking,
going with
so
one,
that's my bad,
you can
guys.
either go that matchy route.
I'm gonna watch
or
this
you
like
can
3 more
get
times
a
before I decide what colors I'm going to dye up for kids.
I'm just
One
gonna
of the other
have
kits will
forgive me the
have is the
footnotes.
beautiful fuchsia and powder.
You're just gonna
So
go
for
pick
your
random
pink
colors. I'm gonna
lovers,
give you
this is a
our
really
list of dye
fun,
powders
I
and
think
you're
a
gonna
really
pick
safe
2.
option to go for this
I think that's what we're gonna
year
do for you.
If you're a bit
What if I
overwhelmed
want
by any of the
sparklies?
color choices,
Into
I think this
sparklies.
design
I like
really
sparklies.
is
I actually didn't
suited
mind
to
dyeing
a
sparkly
solid
thing.
yarn
You can
choice,
dye it. I'll
because you just can't go
Just let me
wrong.
dye my own. Like I'll
I'm gonna let you dye yours.
You
I'm
guys
not
just do
putting
one.
Really
No, I can put it in the
It's a
shopping.
new technique.
No, I'll write a recipe. I
You
promise.
had a recipe last year.
So I
Okay,
love
well,
that
you know what? I'm gonna write a recipe down and actually maybe video record it. Get your little tripod.
I have knitted with Holst from some of our previous
Maybe we
Mkal
should.
seasons.
You can just
This
watch
is
me
a
down
lighter
there.
Yeah,
color
I'm
with
gonna
more
supervise.
more heathered shades. So these come in little 50-gram yarn cakes.
But I tell everybody, I'm like, yeah, I used to dye. I'm not allowed to dye
So
anymore.
you'll find
My
a
brain
rainbow
stopped working.
It's a bit
Oh, I
more
like that
rustic
almond kit.
yarn.
It's just a nice
It's
neutral. I like it.
Yeah.
But it has a
It looks like interesting
very
things in that
quality
orangey
about
though.
the knitting.
Like it just
I
has
think
a-
he told us what it was, but we were talking.
Shetland style of wool. It's a bit more rustic and
Okay, there you go.
to the fiber quality.
I learned a lot at the yarn store actually when I was
Harmonious style
Yeah.
to it
I
with
learned
those
a lot more
beautiful
about
heather
stuff.
tones.
That's
So that's
good.
because they kept using words and I'm like,
I don't know what that
And then
means.
one other super soft
I wasn't there.
palette
I sell it.
is
Ooh.
from Knitting for Olive.
Oh,
They're
Knitting for
featuring
Olive.
all these beautiful subdued palettes. If you don't like your fabrics to be too screaming or too bright, the Knitting for Olive is a really nice
Those are really
choice.
pretty pairing right
And
there.
both of
That's
these
really nice.
options are a
That's
little bit more
nice.
budget friendly than the hand dyed options. The prices are a little lower on these because they're not hand dyed. So if you like that more subdued, quiet quality,
I've
to the
been
fabric,
trying to figure out where to buy
again,
some
those
Knitting for
dusty
Olive where I don't have to pay like an arm and a leg for
this
shipping.
one is
Oh,
because
sure.
they're
rose
not in
clay.
the States.
Oh,
Rose
right.
clay,
You'll
that's
get
so
several
pretty.
balls of each color
Yeah.
because these come in 50-gram balls. And if I was mixing a mohair dare, I'd do the rose
I like
clay.
that.
That would look nice with both of them.
Or
Yeah,
the
I do like that a lot.
That's quiet.
Like a sandy shade. Oh, here it is. I think this will be really pretty and soft.
That'd be pretty
And
too.
accentuate
Especially if you're gonna
the
pair it with that more the
contrast
darker
effect.
color.
And you can mix that in where I instruct throughout the pattern.
Maybe you're gonna mix it with both.
Maybe.
There's going to be a lot to choose from.
Oh, goodness.
If you want your favorite kit, then I recommend definitely.
See, I will say,
showing up
I
on
think
time at 4
Last
p.m.
year's
Eastern
video, he
time,
went through, you
Saturday,
saw more of the
August
kids because he
31st,
went through
and we'll
each
get those
pairing
shipped
that he
out to you
had, whereas
throughout
this one was just
September,
like a really
and we
quick
cast on
overview
Yeah,
of the dyer.
So
I agree. Like I feel like because he had more pictures of himself with different.
as we discover the
Yeah.
Go Go Dynamo
Whereas I like-
mocking those pictures.
Because
Not mocking.
really
What's the
fun
word for it?
technique.
We're not
There's something
mocking him. We would not do
different
that.
I'm not mocking
So I
him.
hope
I'm
you'll
just
join along and
having fun with the pictures.
inspired
No, he
by
still
that
has some of the
Mkal spirit.
pictures, but like he
So,
had like it was
There's more of them. There was
over
like
and like
6
he was like going up with like each thing. So the video was a lot long. I feel like it was
It was like
flower.
flower.
Yeah.
All these
I don't
kits
have one of
include
those
some
things.
stickers
That's just a
and
shawl pin.
for your
Oh.
goodies. So you could pin that onto any of your favorite shawls or your finished Go Go Dynamo shawl. So yeah, that's a lot to choose from. So check out that document link down below. And
I
you
feel
can
like I
plan
need
your
to
favorite
look
palettes,
at the
and I'll
colors
see you
more
on the launch,
closely and like their
August
pairings.
31st. And then we can prepare to cast on October 3rd. I'll see you then.
Gives us a few weeks to determine what we like.
Yeah. I love his dog.
So cute.
I think that's Brioche. Brioche. I don't know. It could be the other. I don't remember what he named his other dog.
That's cute. All right, so that is the kit.
Yeah.
So we're gonna come up with our own inspiration.
Yes.
Probably look for some inspiration pictures to kind of determine. So toe-toned.
Yeah. So
May do purple because Yeah, I'm feeling
We're going to talk about it. Obviously, we're going to talk about it. Actually, maybe. I don't know if we're going to talk about it. I usually just go do my own thing.
She does, and then I tell her what I'm going to do.
And then I send her a picture like, oh, this is what I did.
Yeah. That's what the benefit of living in the house that has all the dye equipment.
It's true. All right. So let us know if you guys are planning to knit the Go Go Dynamo.
To see what kind of needles I need.
Yeah. Well, pattern gets released on Saturday. So
Okay,
we'll get more of the specifics on that. Well, it doesn't get released. You can pre-order it and then you'll be able to get like your gauge requirements, needles, and stuff like that.
Oh, I have to gauge.
I don't gauge for shawls. It's a shawl.
Okay.
It doesn't need to fit a certain way.
Sure, I don't need to gauge.
So I don't gauge.
We swatched last year.
I
to
did,
make sure the colors went together.
But since it's only 2 colors, I feel like that's a lot easier to choose.
Yeah, you don't even need to swatch it.
Because you don't, yeah. Or you can swatch it. I mean,
do something that matches my eyeshadow. I've been doing a lot of.
Oh, so you got like a pinky and then like a peachy.
Yeah.
I feel like that matches my shawl from last year.
Oh.
It does. It does.
It's my favorite eyeshadow.
It is pretty
right now.
All right. Anyways, let us know in the comments below if you're gonna knit it and what your favorite kit was. I definitely think I'm leaning more towards that sagey, bluey colors because that's honestly what I like.
I have no idea. I want to maybe do something fun, experiment a little, keep a recipe, making sure she's downstairs when I die.
I have a couple ideas already for like what I'm thinking. So,
all right, well,
stay tuned.
Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram. I am hopefully going to be posting more.
Make sure to check our Etsy and Spotify eventually once the chaos of the
Shopify. Not Spotify. We do not have a Spotify account. We have a Shopify account.
Oh, Shopify, yes. I mean, technically we have a Spotify. We could just put all this crap on Spotify.
Does Spotify do video?
No, they do.
Just knocked my camera.
Sorry. I was trying to clean up crumbs and then I just put them back. Yes. But yes. And so we'll have a Shopify updates when we get that more dealt with.
I'm thinking in the next day or two, we'll put our inspiration palettes up on Instagram, and then hopefully the week after, so 1 week from tomorrow, we'll have the kits dyed up for you guys to show you them.
Yep. That's the plan.
Give us plenty of time to put them in the shop and dye them up and have them to you by October 3rd.
Yep. Make sure to keep checking it out. All right.
Yes. We'll talk more about this in our next podcast episode, so stay tuned.
Yeah. Bye.